We were in the middle of the pre-recorded intro, and Jamie just gave up on it. She didn't want to hear it anymore.
No, I got bored. It was like 5 seconds, and that was it.
That's too many seconds. But anyway, welcome to our 12th episode of What Grinds Our Gears with Brianna and Jamie. We're going
I am Jamie.
Everyone knows who you are. Our Biffledrita is here with us today, and today we're going to be going into a little bit of the news, which is entertainment news because we didn't really like anything else. And I don't know why you guys are laughing. I'm being honest.
True, it's really true.
And then we are going to get into our topic for today, which is basically entertainment/books. And then at the end, we're either going to have a rant or an announcement. I'm not really sure what we're doing because lately we've been too lazy to have a script. I started to work on one this morning and I just never really finished it.
Oh my god, speaking of which, I feel like I forgot something, but I don't know what I forgot. So, like, I hit record, but I don't know what I forgot to do.
Oh, well.
Timing?
Yeah, I'm timing it.
We'll find out eventually.
I don't
Jamie, do you want to go first with your news or should I go first?
Okay, so I'll go first because mine's the easiest. Kraft mac and cheese is no longer going to have like those artificial coloring and things. The company said that they're going to like do natural coloring using paprika and other stuff.
Turmeric.
So, because cheese isn't supposed to be orange apparently, so which may shock some people, but you know.
It's pretty shocking.
Yeah. So they're going to go all natural on that. So I'm really glad for them. You know, good job.
That's
Applause.
really good publicity too.
Mm-hmm.
To like put out there that they're going all natural, they're just gonna get a huge wave of new people buying their product.
Yeah. So parents are gonna feel like it's better for their kids now.
Even though you're still feeding your kid a pound of cheese every night. But
Yeah.
oh well. What else is in the news? Oh, for those of you who don't know, Sofia Vergara, who is a very famous actress, we'll say.
I love her. She's my idol.
She's Jamie's favorite person. Jamie has a lot of favorite people, in case you haven't noticed.
She's up there, like right below Meryl Streep.
No one is above Meryl Streep.
No, not above. Right below. Yeah.
No one's above Meryl Streep.
Of course not.
No.
That's why she's below.
She wins.
Mhm.
Calm down.
Okay.
So, basically, when she was with her ex-fiance, they decided that they wanted to have a baby. But since she was a little older, I think she was 5 years older than him, or 3. I'm probably a little bit wrong. She decided that she was going to freeze her eggs, fertilize them, and that then they were going to get a surrogate. They tried with one surrogate, and it didn't work. It just wasn't happening. So they decided to, skip it. They were going to wait again. But by the time that they had broken up, before they got another surrogate, the eggs were already fertilized. So now that she is with a new person, she's engaged again, and she looks so happy. I'm so happy for her. He's basically telling her that the eggs, I guess, if you want to call it that, are half his. Because he fertilized them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he wants those children to be born. And she's like, nah, you're funny. That's not going to happen.
Uh-huh.
We're not together anymore. I've moved on. But he says that he's pro-life. Life begins at conception. And it's not right. So that's what's going on. Apparently they're going to court. She's suing him. He's suing her. It's a hot mess.
I feel like it's her right to say whatever happens because if they were inside her, she would have the right to have an abortion. So she could, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's more her choice than his because all he did was fertilize them. So I don't know. I mean,
I feel like it's one of those really tricky cases because it is technically half hers and half his.
yeah.
Neither one of them should really get a bigger right to say, do this with them, do that with them. I think that the only way that anything is going to be solved is if they come to some sort of conclusion or some sort of standstill, or they just kind of decide, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's be so awkward for her new fiance, though.
I know.
Imagine. How do you decide that if you're a judge? Like, what are you supposed to do?
You say, you take half the egg and you take another half the egg.
You
If
take
they
one
say-
egg, you take one egg. Everyone gets one baby. There you go. We're done.
There we go. That's it. Take half of an egg or an egg, and that's it. Raise it on your own.
Basically, I don't know. The article that I read sounded a little weird because it kept referring to the eggs as the 2 baby girls.
How do they know it's girls?
Apparently, everyone, it's been confirmed that it's going to be 2 girls if they are born. I don't know how that happened.
I don't like that. It makes them people instead
Yeah,
of kids.
I think
don't-
that's what it is, because she was saying, I'm not going to throw them out, but I don't want them. I want to save them in case I do decide to have a baby. And he's saying, well, I want a baby now, and those are mine. So I think that the article was trying to make it seem like he was in the right a little more than she was.
Why can't he go fertilize somebody else's eggs and have those babies? I'm sorry, but like,
Because he says that life begins at conception, and they're supposed to be born, and those are supposed to be his kids. What if he goes through all this, like, what's it called?
process.
This whole big process of suing her. He does get custody, he gets a surrogate, and it doesn't even work.
Oh, I would
Because
love that.
I feel like, not 9 times out of 10, but very often, it doesn't even work. The surrogate doesn't end up getting pregnant, they don't end up having their baby. That's what happened the first time around. What makes him think that this is going to be any different?
Yeah. And then he'll want to sue her for like child support and stuff because he's going to be like, oh, she's the mom. Well, she has to do this and that. So, I mean, it doesn't. He's basically trying to like screw her over.
Yeah.
Because she is happy now. And she's like moving on. And he's like, nah, you can't move on without me. Like,
Well, I think that if it were to happen and the kids were born and they were his, the judge should make it that no one can sue her because she didn't want them. She wasn't. It's like if you're a man and you donate sperm, they're not supposed to sue you for child support
yeah.
because you signed away your rights. You're like, that's not mine.
Yeah. So, anyway.
He's trying to mess with her, I feel. I don't know. I feel like it could be his own belief and whatever, but I feel like at the end he's just trying to mess with her.
Me too, because you know what? If it didn't work with Sophia, find another woman, have other kids. Like,
Yeah.
don't. Because if. Why would you want to be tied to the same person that you were tied to before and you know that your relationship didn't work, but you
Yeah.
still want that, like,
Reminder.
connection with them? Like, why would you want that if you
don't
don't
know.
love them anymore?
I
Why
don't
would you
get
want to
it.
have that nightmare in your life?
Maybe he does love her.
That's not romantic. She doesn't love him. That's creepy.
She's with someone else now, and she looks so happy with
And her new
him.
fiance is hot.
And I feel like this other guy, her ex-fiance, her
Maganello.
oh my god, her ex-fiance is still young. He's like 36 right now, I think.
Mhm.
So it's not like he can never have any of their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm so excited for them. I mean, Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello, because they look so good together. They're both so gorgeous, and I like love them together. They look nice.
They do look
together.
really good together. I can't wait to see the new movie she's in. The what's it called? Hot Pursuit.
I'm excited.
It looks so funny. We might go for Jamie's birthday. We're still trying to decide what to do.
I'm so excited.
She doesn't want to do anything big.
We should go watch that movie.
But it comes out like 2 days after your birthday.
No, it comes out May 8th.
Never mind. We'll go watch the movie.
Yay.
Now you all know what we're doing for Jamie's birthday. And Drita's coming. I've decided.
Yes.
Guess I'm finished.
I often decide what Drita does when it involves the two of us. I kind of just drag her with us. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Anyway, for other news, I don't know what else is going on, honestly.
Is there other news?
No, I think that was it. What else did we have?
Do you want to talk about the high school thing?
The high school thing? Oh, yeah. So, the day after the...
The day after the students of the Gay Straight Alliance in Pennsylvania High School held a day of silence. Jamie was going to tell the story, but she doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
Because basically I told her the story, so I'm just going
And then
to...
I read the article
keep
and
going.
I forgot.
A group of students, mostly guys, decided to hold an anti-gay day. So they dressed in plaid, wrote anti-gay on their wrist, I guess you could say. And they basically went around the school beating up anyone who was not wearing plaid. And they said it was the first of many days. They want this to go on for a while. And the students that held the day of silence spent the day, I think, if I remember correctly, they painted a rainbow on their cheek. And they were basically saying, I'm not scared of you. They painted the rainbow on their cheek and spent another day in silence. So for each day that the anti-gay, I guess, club is doing this, the students of the Gay Straight Alliance are going to keep protesting to their protest, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's what happened.
I don't know what to say. How can some people be so ignorant? Anti-gay day, really?
Anti-gay day.
That's so
At least it rhymed.
stupid and just, oh my god,
Like, you
like,
can have your belief, but like go that to that extent, like start beating people up.
Yeah.
keep talking the computer.
They're going to this extent to beat people up and make someone's life or at least their day miserable when I mean, I don't want to say there was no bullying in my high school, but I feel like since it was an all-girls school, no one really cared what anyone else did or what anyone else was. We were kind of like, whatever, do your own thing. But I feel like because of that and because it was a private school, every once in a while I see something like this, and I'm like, oh my god, how could that actually happen? And there are schools that this happens all the time, that kids just get beat up for their race or whether or not they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that. So, yeah.
So, anyway, we're gonna be back.
Are we going to take a break? We're going to take a short break. And when we get back, we are going to go into our topic. And I don't want to say we're going to introduce the topic for next week because we're probably not going to remember what we're going to do.
And you're not gonna be here next week.
Oh, I am actually. I canceled.
Oh my god, you need to let me know these things. She's
Okay,
gonna be
letting
here
you
next
know.
week. Wow.
I'm gonna be here next
okay,
week.
What do
It's
you
gonna
know?
be exciting.
Next up, we're gonna talk about books and stuff. So, yeah.
It's going to be
We'll
fun.
be back.